Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. We are out by the front of the park, as you guys can probably tell, near the finished entryway here. Well, finished for the most part for now. So we're on Clifford, and we're just hanging out up here. Finished for the most part. One second here, though. We've got Clifford. Clifford's not very good at stay, especially for a dino named after a dog. This T-Rex statue, sometimes when the world loads, it comes in weird. Where's the... There we go. But I want it more... There we go. So I've got the arch here. I finished it off, got all the clay we needed, got all the torches in, and then I built these other little pedestals here where I put a couple of dinosaur skeletons. I just figured it'd be a nice touch for up here, and the bones kind of went well with the clay white. So yeah, we've got those. I've got a couple of palm trees up here, although I had to rebuild the leaves. When I spawned these particular ones in over here, the leaves started despawning immediately, so I'm not sure what that's about, but I went to the jungle and got a bunch of leaves and rebuilt with that, so it looks fine. The savanna leaf color is weird, but whatever. But yeah, so we've got the arch done, which we worked on last episode up here towards the beginning or front of the park. Again, nothing on this side really, but yeah, so that's all done for now. I may do some other little stuff up here, but for the most part, I think that's about where we're gonna have it. So I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with how it turned out. Let's catch Clifford. He's being real bad at stay, so I'm gonna go put him back in his place. Oh, we need this. All right. No, we can't. Well, no, we actually probably can. We might be able to, well, but he can't jump, which may make this difficult. I know that like we can get through and into his archway over here somehow, potentially. Let's see if we can't make that work. Otherwise we could just go around. I think through there is his pen. No, we're just gonna go around. Slow and steady wins the race. But I wanted to let you guys know that today, well, not today. Today we're in our normal time slot. This week, though, there's been such amazing support from you guys on this series, like blowing all my other series out of the water at this point. And so I've decided, you know, there was a couple of series that are really underperforming, and they're not really like big series anyway. So I'm going to be cutting back on some of that stuff, at least not giving them things like. So the Minecraft minigames, the build battle stuff I've been doing with the time shotters and things like that, nobody's really been glomming onto that a whole lot. I think I get like 50 views a week on that, which is pretty tiny considering I have like 1,200 subscribers or whatever. And you know, things like the Pokemon Showdown stuff has actually really been dipping lately, things like that. So I'm going to be taking some of those minor series, taking away their like main like day time slot, because like Tuesday is, you know, Showdown, Little Cup. Thursday is random Showdown, and then Saturday has been the Minecraft minigame stuff. And so I'm kind of taking away their preferential like time slot there, and I'm going to be potentially, at least I'm going to be trying it out. I'm going to be giving so like Saturday, Tuesday, or what is this? Wednesdays and Saturdays is now going to be, am I stuck or? There we go. Wednesdays and Saturdays are now going to be Jurassic World. So you're going to be getting it twice a week now, and I'm going to be trying that out. I'm also going to be making some other changes. Like I had been doing up to this point a lot of work off camera, and I'm going to be kind of not doing that quite as much now, because it just mean, you know, I've got less time to prep, and so, you know, people like Poet and some of these other people who do these dinosaur series, they do most of their stuff on camera. So I'm not super worried about the implications of stopping doing some stuff off camera and putting out more frequently, so we'll be doing some stuff on camera, whereas otherwise we might have been doing it off camera. I think that'll end up working out. I think you guys will probably appreciate getting it more than once a week, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to be trying it out, and we're going to be doing stuff like today. We're going to be working in the Stegosaurus enclosure. I've started doing a little bit of work here. You guys can see, like this section over here. I was doing like a proof of concept. Let me go to J. So like if we look at the pen here, this is the Stegosaurus. I mentioned at one point that I had read that like the Stegosauruses had lived in kind of mainly like swampland sort of deals, and so I was going to do some serious terraforming in there, and that's the kind of stuff that I probably would have done off camera normally, but I figure, you know, that's stuff we can hang out, we can do that together. One thing I did do off camera, I was playing around with lighting because I've been sick of, like, we've had mobs end up in the ankylosaur enclosure and stuff and blow things up, and so I've been doing some lighting in the path here. It's just a piece of glowstone and a trap door or whatever, nothing real fancy. I'm gonna probably do some fancier things with this path at some point, you know, so it's not just this plain, you know, palm tree wood or whatever, but for now I'm happy enough with it, and we may be doing some detailing later. What is that? Oh, Doser and Dolly, you got some splaining to do. I did not get any kind of notification that they had reproduced. Uh-oh. I guess Dolly is all grown up, huh? Let's tuck in here real quick. If I see any other eggs lying around, I'll probably grab them. I don't want to have to kill the baby, but we may take it and do something else with it at some point. I really don't want... I know I can turn off in the configs breeding, but like I mentioned before, it's easier to, you know, have, you know, if I decide at some point I need more ankylosaurs, it's easier for them to produce them than for me to, you know, worry about having to go get DNA and go through all that hassle. But we do have a little baby. Oh, it's so cute. I remember when Doser was a smaller first little dinosaur. Hey, little buddy. How's it going? Let's see, are you brand new? 1 day, so I hatched a little while ago. All right, I thought I was supposed to get a like a console notification when that happened, but I guess I haven't really. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, well there we go. we breeding works. Doser and Dolly are going to town. So yeah, so I was doing the roads. I changed this up a little bit. It had only been 4 wide previously, and so I bumped it out to 5 wide. At least in the the middle section between the trunks, so that I could do these in the center again as well. But yeah. So let's jog back here. I want to. Our little Stegosaurus doing good. Spike's doing good. I want to grab a couple of different things here. I want to get. Let's see, because I got the 1 water bucket on me. Probably want to grab a couple more of those, and then I've got my shovel. Yeah, okay, it's probably good enough for now. We'll get going there. But I wanted to. Let's see. Did I? The question is, did I do that? I've got another Stegosaurus egg here. Probably grab that since we're gonna be working in the Stegosaur enclosure. See if we can't get a female out of there. And then, let's check on Nedry while we're here. I threw some animals in there because I wanted to see him kind of frill out. I feel like it is in the mod. I just don't know how to get it to come out without me like attacking him or something, which I don't want to do. But I saw in their forum that they've got the models. They post the models and all that, and it has a frill. In there, at least I think I've seen that. So it could be interesting. So let's see. What was I coming in here to get? Oh, more buckets. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. I've got them somewhere. Probably, actually, are back over here. I may have thrown them. Yeah, here's a couple. All right, that'll work. Alrighty, perfect. So let's jog back on over. But yeah, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna be giving it a shot. We're gonna see how it goes. If support isn't really, you know, there for twice a week, if things start to drop off, you know, I'm not seeing, you know, the same kind of level of support on the series when I'm putting out more content, which I've seen happen in the past. I don't know if it'll happen on this series, but it's possible. But yeah, so if support drops, or if I just get too busy, like my goal is gonna be to put out 2 a week, and we're gonna be doing potentially a little bit shorter episodes, potentially just, we're not gonna be doing as big a project. So like last time, I pretty much knocked out that whole arch in like 1 episode, whereas, you know, a bigger project like that might take somebody else, you know, doing more frequent updates, a couple of episodes or whatever. I feel like if we like do a huge project every episode, that this series could end up being real short, because it's gonna be like, oh, you know, we did everything we were gonna do, sort of thing. So yeah, let's yeah, so let's put this guy down right here. I'm gonna put some torches. Oop, didn't do that. There we go. Put these torches here, and then let's see. So, had a couple of suggestions for the name of this Stegosaurus. I haven't picked anything out specifically yet, although he/she, whichever we decide this one's going to be, because it's fossils and archaeology, there is no definition there, is getting big. It was so tiny when we hatched it. Getting big though. They grow quick, I guess, but yeah. Spike's doing good, being a good boy. Hopefully we get another female. The first Spike was female. And this guy's cool looking too. Spike's awesome, but if we're going to have another JurassiCraft Stegosaurus in here, I'd like for it to be a female, just for difference in visually and things like that. But yeah, so let's look at the map here. So I said that I want these to kind of be a more of a swampy area. So I've got kind of a watery thing here, and like the Minecraft, the way the swamps kind of generate now, they kind of go out in this blocky format things. It kind of spreads a little bit. So I tried doing that. Oh, Clifford's running all over the place. So I tried doing that a bit, and I think I want to do at least 2 more of these little ponds. Little maybe not be the operative word, but I think I want to do maybe 1 here and 1 over here, kind of just spread them out a bit. So I'm thinking I do that. Let's take a look though at. I don't really want to step away from this thing, and I don't want to use my dino pad, so we're gonna wait. There we go. Ooh, this thing looks even different another way. It's different than Spike number 1 or Spike number 2. So that's interesting. Not sitting anymore. Yeah, feel free to wander around, bud. Well, fun. So we got. There must be. I'll have to look in. The JurassiCraft mod's not as well documented, so it's hard to really know what to expect, because like variations and things like that, like even the fossils archaeology ones, it tells me there's 3 variations of Stegosaurus, but it doesn't necessarily tell me how you get them, which I think is weird, because this mod's been out for a long time. So I feel like that sort of stuff should be pretty well documented, but the main wiki doesn't have it necessarily. So, all right, let's take a look here then. So, so what I'm thinking is maybe here and then over here by the window potentially. Let's give that a shot. Put away the whip. Need my shovel. My last shovel broke, so I just put together a quick diamond one. I don't really have the levels to enchant it at the moment, but I think it'll be fine. Hopefully these things can swim, the babies, or at least hopefully it'll stay out of the water. Seems to be fine. Alrighty. I don't know if Spike is feeling paternal and he's going to stick by the baby. Looks like, kind of. Alright, so we've got that one kind of up by the entrance. I want this next one to be kind of big. So let's start. Okay, so the doors here, we'll go on this side of the light, and we'll just kind of start messing around a bit. I am making these just kind of 1 deep. I don't want them to be huge or like real deep in case there are issues with swimming and stuff like that. But I want them to be kind of big, because this is supposed to be kind of based on what I've read about the Stegosaur environment, it's supposed to be kind of a marshland sort of deal. So let's see what we can get going here. Is this going to be too big? It's pretty big. Oh, I feel like I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm okay with that. Yeah, if it's supposed to be like a marshland, I'm fine with that. All right. So we'll probably have to take out some of these lamps at some point. Although that's going to be the entire front of the glass here. I don't know if I want that necessarily. Because I don't know if they'll willingly go into the water, which may make the viewing area kind of difficult. Okay, let me think about this a little bit. Let me think about this. Because, yeah, I mean, that's going to be the entire... And I'm fine with the size. The size isn't the issue. It's just the placement. All right, let's think about this for a second. Because, yeah, that's not going to work for me. That's not going to work. Because I don't want... the point of that extra viewing area is to get another angle on them. And if they're not over here, then that doesn't do us any good. So, let's try this again. Obviously, that area is not going to work quite as well. So let's do this, put these back. We're just kind of spitballing here. I haven't planned this all out. I was just kind of thinking on my feet. Spikey, you hanging out with the baby? Where's the baby? I'm all nervous now. He's so tiny, and he's kind of the same color as the grass. Okay, wait a minute. Where is the baby? Baby? Where'd he go? Where's the baby? Is he... Hello? I'm sure he's just hiding. I'm sure you guys have seen him. Oh yeah, here he is. He's hiding over here. He's like the same color as the grass, and he's so tiny that, yeah, I can barely see him at all. In fact, let me throw these seeds out. Come here, little guy. Will he eat those? Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Or girl, I don't know. Somebody will tell me. A couple of you guys seem to be experts on the mod, so that works out kind of nicely for me, because that means if I don't know something, you guys probably will. So, okay, I kind of like, there's a little bit of water over here as it is. So I'm thinking maybe we'll actually turn this side's already kind of a divot. So we could turn, I mean, obviously I might chop this up a bit, but I think we probably could turn, like, okay, so over here, so instead of like here, we can do one like here. And then maybe that would just be the two. Maybe we do like one big, in fact, I could maybe turn this whole area potentially into a watery kind of area. And then have some grasslands. Then be real swampy. We could potentially do that. Let me grab my buckets here. I might even just leave the lamps in then to give a little bit of lighting to the area. We could fill up over here. Okay. And we'll have to do a little bit of detailing work, obviously, because this is just natural formation here. We'll have to do it for the spread and things like that. Let's get some of this stuff off the bar. Put water in there. Water in there. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then what we'll also want to do here in a second, once we kind of decide that this is the direction we want to go water-wise, I'm thinking, and yeah, there is even a path kind of along the back, so they can kind of wander back there like the baby's doing, things like that. I'm thinking we might, well, not that we might, we're going to want to probably chop down some of these trees too. Okay, so I gotta get a source block going here, so I don't have to run across the map here. But yeah, so I'm thinking probably all these trees are going to come down, because I'm going to probably do what I did in the Ankylosaur enclosure. Going to have trees, but I want them taller so that these guys aren't like bumping into them and stuff. And we'll probably want to make like swamp looking trees, so I'll probably have to go get some vines, things like that. Okay, that didn't quite... There we go, now we're filling in. Alright, you're right. As much as I can get it to kind of fill itself in, that would be ideal. over here. But yeah, so we're going to be doing kind of a grand experiment. So yeah, Wednesdays, it's going to stay on Wednesdays. And then Saturdays as well will be Jurassic World days. So I'm thinking that's probably going to work out pretty well. And since I'm going to be both cutting down some of my other series potentially, as well as changing kind of how I do this series, in terms of like not doing like hours of prep for each episode. We may just kind of, we'll jump on and we'll do some derping around, we'll work on the park, things like that. Because I was kind of looking at this, this is one of my more popular series, and it's also, it's one of the series that I'm enjoying the most, but it's also like, I didn't want to, like, I've got a lot of ideas, but if I, like I said, if I'm doing like one per episode, there's potential there where it's like I could eventually like run out of things to do, I guess, and I want this to kind of have some longevity, so I figure if we're doing more things together, and I'm not like feeling pressured to like, okay, well I've got to build the whole visitor center in one episode or something, or at least in 1 week, and then we come back and it's done, things like that. Just trying to think of how to, do this series the best justice that I can here. So, okay, so the baby's kind of getting pushed out of the way. That's working. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, that'll be good. So this whole dip area is going to be water then, and then we'll come in and do this spread, and then we've got tons of grassland still, but it'll feel kind of marshy, so that's good. That's good. I'm happy with this. Okay. Beautiful. Different than what I thought I was going to do, but I think that's going to end up working out for the best. So let's... Still trying to figure out current game. Ooh, I want these flowers and stuff because I think at least the ankylosaurs will eat those. I bet these guys will too. At least the fossils and archaeology ones will. If I plant some flowers, they'll come by and eat them eventually. I don't know. Maybe if I toss like this little guy ate the seeds. If I toss them out, if we'll go over to those or not. Not a big fan of the water, obviously. So we'll see. It's doing a good job of spreading itself out, though. Hooray for one high lakes. Do this a little bit. Do one of those. There we go. Spreading out. I may have to manually move this kid. Neither of these stegos are doing much to get out of the way of it, although they both clearly don't like it very much. So I don't know if they'll drown in the water, but okay, so he got up. All right, so he's good. I feel like this guy, he's been over here a long time, so he might actually be stuck in the fence or something. I gotta, although I'm not tamed with him, the yellow one, am I? I don't think I am. I think I screwed that up. Let's grab a book real quick and double check that. I do think, yeah, untamed. So maybe once we're done filling this in a bit, we'll go grab some wheat and stuff too. We're getting close to done here. It's kind of filling in nicely as it goes. Very good. Just top these off. Do along the edges, and it should be very, very close. Okay, this stego's worrying me here. Unfortunately, without him being tamed, there's not a ton I can do. I don't even think I can lead. Well, I know I can't. I can't even lead untamed dinos from fossils and archaeology at the very least. So, let's make this solid, so at least he's not getting pushed into the wall. Okay, so I don't have any ender pearls on me. I was thinking, oh, I'll just pearl out of here. But let's look at this. Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. I'm liking that. So again, I'll do some more detailing with that. But I think that's pretty nice. So let's quickly we will. Oh wait, I can't go up out of here anymore, can I? Gotta go out my actual entrance that I've to put in here. Gotta follow the rules, Tortimer. We can't have any rule breaking. Let's head over this way, and we'll go over to the village, grab some crops, and we'll see. I don't know if I have to wait till he's fully grown before I can tame him now, or what the rule is with that exactly. So let's head over here. Casper hanging out at camp. We do need to. I can't remember now at this point. I need to go back and look. If I asked you guys, I know at some point. Well, no, I know the next dinosaur I'm hatching. Yeah, I don't need your help with that. I think I did ask at one point, and I didn't get. Oh wait, no, we're going the wrong way. We need wheat and potatoes and things like that probably, but we'll just grab some wheat. That'll be fine. There we go. Maybe a bit of melon. I know Doser ate melon and stuff. I would imagine most of the herbivores for fossils and archaeology eat most of the same things, if I had to guess. So we'll go over, we'll see if we can't get this little yellow guy tamed up. I'm really curious now, if you guys, since some of you do seem to be fossils and JurassiCraft kind of experts, I know especially like that girl you love, you constantly are commenting on, ooh. Seemed real interested in the melon there, huh? Spike is too. Okay, hey guys, I have to go around. But that guy definitely looks different than Spike did when Spike was a baby. Okay, alright. Definitely looks different than Spike did when Spike was a baby, and looks different than the female, the first Spike we had. So let's see if I can't feed this guy. Oh! Okay, so wait, I saw hearts. Okay, so tamed. Perfect. That did work. Awesome. Alright, so you, follow me. Come here. Let's get you out of the water a bit. So yeah, I think they're probably not going to willingly go into the water, but there's still plenty of land for these guys. Alright, and then you can go to free move. Perfect. Awesome. Alrighty. And then, and they might, like, look, he's wandering right over there. They may go into the water, I guess. Or right up to the shore of it. That's kind of cool looking too. That's kind of awesome. But, yeah, alrighty. So let's, let's just take a quick look around. And, in fact, while we're doing that, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's chop down these trees. I'll come back and I'll do the real minor detailing probably in between episodes, just because that's the kind of stuff that it'll take a little bit of time, but it'll be boring to watch. And it's not much of an investment. And I don't want this episode to get too much longer if I'm thinking about it, especially because we're doing 2 a week now. I think next episode, because we've got the front of the park done, or like the entry of the park. Obviously, the front of the park is nowhere near done, but we've got the front of the park, the entryway built. I'm thinking I probably do want to move Nessie over into that main pond. I think I mentioned that last episode that's something I want to do. So I'm thinking next episode, what we'll probably do is we'll move Nessie. We might hatch another plesiosaur. I think I've got DNA for another one. I'll have to double check. If we have DNA for another one, we might hatch Nessie a little mate there. Locke, we'll get him all hatched up. So that we can kind of get that herd built up, and then we may even we'll move Nessie for sure. If we've got another plesiosaur, we'll probably hatch that, and then we may get going on Nedry's enclosure, the Dilophosaurus enclosure. We'll get that kind of built up at least to the point where we can move him out of base camp there. Because he's getting all grown up, and then yeah, I don't know. We'll play around with some stuff, but I think that'll probably be a nice full episode. Okay, so is there any of the trees in here that need to get taken out? Nope, looks good. So yeah, I'm thinking they probably are going to avoid the water for the most part. So I may make like a little peninsula like this, buff this up a little bit so there's a little more land for them. They can kind of wander around it. But yeah, because it's looking like they're probably not going to willingly go in there a whole lot. So that's fine. That's fine. No big deal. I can see our little guy there. If you guys have not already, in fact, okay, so here, even though I know this thing's a little glitched, I want to look at this guy. So we do have a female. Okay, so another female, just a different female variation, unless they have, it's possible because when we hatched Spike the first time, you guys told me it was a female. I wasn't using the dino pad, so I wasn't able to check it. But then we updated, which is why we had to hatch Spike a second time, because the thing, the mod updated, and when I updated to that, it took away all my dinosaurs. So it's possible that this is just the new female skin. You guys let me know. You guys let me know if there's another thing that I should be considering there. Let me know that. But that would probably be my guess at this point. Is that this is just the new female skin, which would be fine because I mean this guy's kind of a similar color. Obviously, different markings, more brightly colored plates and things like that. But it would make sense as opposed to before. It was like a bright hunter green. It was like a real highly saturated green. So it makes sense for these guys to be a little closer in their palette at this point. So okay. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. I'm going to plant a couple trees and just do some detailing. I'll bump out this, and we'll do like that, and put another one here, and things like that. Just things to kind of show the spread of the water, to show the pen's pretty well saturated. It's just a technique. So I'll play around with some of that off camera. Next time though, new baby plesiosaur potentially. We'll probably move Nessie, and we'll also probably end up moving Nedry as well. So yeah. Anyway, I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.